Why money decisions are emotional. Fear, guilt, stress. Money isn't just about numbers on a page or logic on a spreadsheet. Money is emotional. It's tied to our survival, our security, and even our sense of self-worth. When you think about money, what comes up first? For many people, it's not calm or clarity, it's fear, guilt, or stress. These emotions quietly influence almost every choice you make with money. Here's the challenge. When emotions are driving, logic is no longer in control. And when logic takes a back seat, we make decisions that don't serve our long-term goals. We buy things we don't need, avoid opportunities that could help us, or freeze when action is required. That's why this module matters so much. Until you understand how emotions influence your financial life, you'll keep repeating the same patterns. But once you see it clearly, you can step out of the cycle and finally take back control. Fear of risk. The invisible barrier to wealth. Let's start with fear. Fear is the invisible barrier that stops more people from building wealth than any lack of opportunity ever could. Fear whispers, "What if I lose it? What if I fail? What if I'm not good enough?" And when we listen, we play it safe. But safe often means stuck. Think about it. Every successful entrepreneur, every investor, every person who built something great felt fear. The difference is they didn't let fear be the final decision maker. They acknowledged it and then moved forward anyway. Here's the truth. Fear is not fact. Fear is just a thought. It's your mind's way of trying to keep you comfortable. But comfort zones don't create growth. Every leap you'll ever take toward wealth will come with fear. And every leap you take in spite of fear strengthens your confidence and expands your possibilities. Guilt with money. Feeling undeserving. Another emotion that shows up often with money is guilt. Guilt tells you, "I don't deserve this." It shows up after you spend money on yourself. It shows up when you succeed financially and feel afraid of outgrowing others. It shows up when you give away money too quickly, almost as if you're apologizing for having it. But here's the thing. Guilt is a thief. It steals joy from your success. It sabotages your growth. And it reinforces the lie that you are somehow unworthy of wealth. The truth is simple. You don't need to earn the right to be wealthy. Worthiness is not something you prove. It's something you claim. Wealth is not about being better than others. It's about creating freedom, impact, and choice. And you are as deserving of that as anyone else on this planet. Stress around money. How panic destroys clarity. And then there's stress. Stress is what happens when bills pile up, when deadlines loom, and when you feel like no matter how hard you try, it's never enough. Stress clouds your judgment. It makes you reactive instead of proactive. It pushes you toward desperate choices, borrowing from the wrong places, overspending to feel better in the moment, or rushing into financial decisions that hurt long-term. Here's what I want you to remember. Stress never solves money problems. Panic never brings clarity. In fact, the more stressed you are, the more blind you become to the solutions right in front of you. When you can step back, breathe, and calm your nervous system, even for a few minutes, suddenly the options become clear. Clarity replaces chaos, and from clarity you make strong, wise financial decisions. Reflection. What's your dominant emotion? Now let's bring this back to you. When you think about money, which emotion rises most often? Is it fear, the voice warning you of risk? Is it guilt, the feeling that you don't deserve wealth? Or is it stress, the weight of money pressing on your shoulders? Take your workbook and circle the one that shows up most often. Then, write about the situations where it usually appears. This exercise is not about judgment, it's about awareness. Because once you know which emotion tends to take the wheel, you can learn to recognize it, pause, and choose a different response. And that's how you begin shifting from reactive emotions to empowered decisions.